Hello, everyone. Some Old Oak Tree here, and welcome to a new series, the MindCraft series. So here you are watching. You probably know the drill. It's a modded Minecraft Let's Play series, and fresh world, first day. We're going to hop right into the early game. Now, I don't want to get into any spoilers for the series, but I would like to kind of go into the idea behind it. For one, I want to kind of frame it around, which I've already sort of done in the past, around my music. And it's nice to be able to be inspired by Minecraft, do something musically, and also be inspired by something musically and do something in Minecraft. And just like, I like pairing all my creative outlets together into a project and seeing how they all complement each other or, clash or whatever. That's all well and good. And I have done that a little bit in the past, but I've never really had a sense of direction, I don't feel like. With my former series, one was just like, okay, we're playing Bedrock. The other's just like, okay, we're playing modded. But the idea is to kind of fuse my ideal world with elements of my ideal Minecraft world and sort of, express myself that way. I think that would be a fun sort of creative way to deal with some of the stuff in my life without, having to take it too seriously. It's just a little silly Minecraft video, so it makes it a lot more light and approachable. And I think that's really something that we could use nowadays. I could use it anyway. It just kind of create these stories and environments that kind of sort of express the things that, don't often get expressed in life. Anyway, let's sit back, relax, enjoy the music, and play some Minecraft. I have a question for you guys that I'm going to lead up to with this. One of my favorite feelings about starting a new Minecraft world is when you're able to put together a bed and sleep away the first night, because it's just like this sort of relief. So the question is, what's your favorite first day Minecraft experience? So, in my opinion, one of the best mods you can get if you're not trying to change the vanilla experience a whole lot, but you want to have a fresh new experience that's kind of inspiring and beautiful. Terralith is probably one of the best mods for just getting lost exploring and just the terrain generation and even the structure generation. Like, it just meshes really well together with the vanilla generator, and it's just a really, really great time. So one of the first things I like to do in a new world where I'm playing with the Emerald Tools mod is to go find a bunch of copper and start making copper tools, because I was always frustrated that you couldn't do anything with copper and vanilla other than, decoratively. It's just really satisfying that this mod lets you do that. So there's all your traditional vanilla tools like a sword, a pick, an axe, a shovel. And there's also special tools, variations of the tools. There's a tree cutter axe, there's a hammer, there's a paxel, which you craft by making a pick, a shovel, and then an axe, and then putting them together in the crafting grid. There's an excavator, which the excavator and the hammer are basically the 3x3 tools. Just out here mining more copper, trying to make myself a set of armor and have enough resources to maintain. There's just something so satisfying about this. I don't know why it's not in vanilla. So after I got geared up with copper, I just collected some other resources and started clearing out this area that I settled on being my starter area. Put down a little base camp and cleared out about as much space as I felt like I was going to need here. So I decided to flatten out this area here, make it a little easier to work with. Thought it'd be cool to make it a rounded rectangle, maybe have a retaining wall, and then work from there, like that's the base. And then these guys showed up. So one of these guys has piercing. It's the guy in the middle. We got to get the guy in the middle. Okay. Get out of here. I like to plan out my little plots, kind of visualize what I'm wanting to do before I do it. This is just like a simple little farm. Like, it's kind of silly for me to be plotting it out, but I'm just like, I like to see how much space I want to take up, you know. And the Paxel's great because you can pretty much use it for pathing dirt, barking trees, all that. Just got our little farm, just enough to get things going until it takes off. The hard part's going to be getting some cattle over here. I don't know how that's going to work yet. I'm not trying to do anything too fancy here. Just some rounded rectangles. I just want it to look nice. Okay, so first I think I want to go mine. Make a little mine in the mountains. I do have a little bit of stone. Oh, I have a lot of stone, actually. I just don't know if I have enough coal to cook all of it. I don't want to cook all of it, but I would like to cook enough to make the retaining wall. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to get this coal here, fill this back up, and then go our little mining area. So the only thing I'm not sure about is where to start this mine, because we do have a cave right here that I've got some of that stuff from. Creeper blew up right there. Here's a cave system I've already been working with. I could stick to this, or I could start digging out my own mine. And I know it seems like we got this big extensive cave here, we should go caving. But it's so fun to mine with the Emerald Tools mod. Because you could just sit here and do this. And boom, you got your coal vein mined out, pretty much. Got a Paxel that will dig through everything. So this is a pretty nice spot here. Some resources. Oop. What's this? Oh, this is okay. So this is like the Terralith generation stuff. It's a infested cave. So if we travel in this part of the cave, is that Skulk? Anyway, if we travel in this part of the cave, we got to be mindful of poison spiders. So, gonna just avoid that for now. Here is another interesting biome from the Terralith mod. It's the Deep Cave. Okay. I apologize for the lull in content, by the way. If this clip winds up making it in the video, had to focus more on my responsibilities as a father. And these kids make it difficult to record any quality content. That's why I on my second channel you might see that. Oh shoot! Let's get out of here. You might see on my second channel I've been doing a lot of streams with no mic audio. Yeah, that's because just trying to generate a little bit of content for anybody who wants to see it. That's not like intended to be some sort of quality presentation like a series or something. It's just me playing video games on stream. This goes pretty deep. Oh, what is that? Is that an Enderman or yeah, that's an Enderman. Okay. Whew. That was scary looking. I'm not used to just playing in shaders. I figured I'd try it out and see if it's ooh, if it's viable or if it will make everything choppy. But it seems to be performing all right. And all things considered, I have like an ancient graphics card, but it still holds up pretty okay with Minecraft. Ooh, we found a geode. This is actually a very good find, and I will explain here in a second. Let me take care of my kids. Get back to you in the next clip. Okay, so the thing with the Emerald Tools mod is Amethyst is pretty much, I think, the highest tier. So it's really great to find geodes. I think it also does a thing, I'm not entirely sure, but in the past when I've used the Emerald Tools mod, there's less amethyst dropped. I think that's kind of to balance out the beefiness of the armor. It also applies Silk Touch as a standard to your picks. Looks like it drops a 4 every time. I don't remember that always being the case. It seems like it used to drop less with the Emerald Tools mod, but I think even if you have Fortune, it consistently drops 4. Shortly we can move on to the next thing, which is mining out a bunch of cobblestone. But now that I'm thinking about it, actually, we still get Silk Touch with these Amethyst picks. Hey, what about the hammer? I don't think that ever got Silk Touch. It would have been nice if it did. But I could just mine some smooth stone with that for a while. That would be great. Ooh, tough. That is a great find. I think I'll mine through this for a while. Maybe we should get some deep slate while we're here. And if we're gonna do that, we might as well mine for diamonds. Come down to a lower level. If it's not too dangerous. Oh, yeah, it's gonna get dangerous. Okay. Skulk down here. Frostfire Cave, that's another interesting one. Hopefully we don't set off any shriekers. I'm out of food. This is gonna be bad if I don't find some sort of... Oh, I'm probably cooked here. Here it comes. Oh! That was a terrible place to die. I have graves on. So that makes it less stressful to die, but it's still pretty stressful because you can get stuck in a death loop. What needs to happen here? Died over there. Okay. Let's get out of here. So the goals for this series, there's multiple goals, and there's a lot I want to do, so that's the main reason for all the mods. So we have the Emeralds Tools mod, because I want the resource grind to not be such a grind. I want to retain some survival elements, but I don't want it to be like a huge grind. Like, I want to be able to keep a certain pace with these projects. That's why I want to incorporate mods. I have, you know, sodium for performance. I have the shaders just for the aesthetics. I have chipped for the build palette. I want to be able to build more expressively. And I have, like, you know, Xaero's Minimap, and I have the mini HUD stuff for like the meta. I don't want to have to like break immersion and dig through data files and stuff, so it's nice to have the in-game meta mods, you know, give you information without having to access it through, you know, the chat dialogue or anything that would break the immersion more. Anyway, the idea is I want Minecraft to feel more alive, and I want it to feel like an experience. So I think Notch had the right idea originally with like the villages. You come in, you take them. I mean, at least I think that was the idea. You take them, you change them to what you want, and you have all these, you know, testificates for villagers wandering around. And I feel like with the state of Minecraft nowadays and the amount of mods we have access to on the Java platform, we could make, you know, a whole entire civilization in Minecraft that feels alive. So I want to build stories around like little communities and give them like a, you know, a culture and a functionality. And it's like, as far as gameplay goes, I'm going to force myself to not be able to stay in one place, you know, because everything's going to be kind of scattered across the world, across all these different communities with all these different things and all this different lore about all their, you know, culture and specialties and what goods they trade, and it could be this rich, diverse thing, and I think it could be fun. But anyway, yeah, that's the idea. So let's get back to it. This would be a good time to bring up the chipped mod, which I plan on incorporating here. So we have access to all these different benches, which each one has, you could see the names. Maybe you can kind of guess what each one's for, but they make all these different textures for different blocks. Like, see the packed mud, and we could have all these different variants of packed mud, all the different variants of lily pads and stuff. This is like a builder's dream, pretty much. Landscapers too. In addition to other mods, I'm not a super big builder guy, but I really like chipped. Okay, so this is Xaero's world map. Let me just turn cave mode off real quick. And it's basically like a world map mod that just generates all the chunks you've loaded in the world, and it shows you a color pixel representation of the block from above. So we're kind of looking at our starter area. You can see I've marked different locations, points of interest. I found a village. What I'm looking for is just mainly villages spread out throughout the world, because there's a high chance that they'll have a waystone. And if I get enough Waystones all around the world, I can fast travel here and there pretty easily. But you can see you can just set up your waypoints to be colored and labeled how you want. Set one over here. This is a village I found. And we're going to check that out. There's this random pool of lava that gives me a pretty good opportunity to show off the Traveler's Backpack mod. And the thing I really like about this mod is that you have 2 liquid tanks, and you can carry lava, water, any sort of fluids in there. And you can upgrade your backpack for more inventory space and more tank space. So that's really cool. Anyway, I'm just going to snag some obsidian. Don't mind me. You can see in the top right-hand corner there that's Xaero's Minimap. It's kind of an extension of the world map mod. Anyway, we're just getting a good view of the land from above. And here are the Waystones I've been telling you about. These usually generate in villages. You can also craft them. You can rename each Waystone however you see fit. I'm going to call this one Mount Forlorn for now because the mountain's pretty gnarly looking. And we're going to wait for day to come, and I'll show you how these work. Okay, this is going to be crazy. Oof. Okay. It takes some getting used to. Let me just give me a minute. Oh man. That wasn't even my first time. Oh, I need to set my spawn. Okay. I think I'm good. I think one of the things that keeps me interested in Minecraft, as far as the vanilla development goes, is just all the different ways you could get lucky in a world. Like a lot of it depends on structures and the way the world seed generate. And then there's also the sort of random events like a zombie villager spawning, or stumble into an extensive mine shaft with a bunch of cave spider spawners clustered together. And just the way all these different things can sometimes layer on top of each other and you get really lucky. It's just interesting and fun. It always feels good because there's a lot of different ways that could happen, and every sort of way is unique and also has its own sort of odds of what are the odds of having these cave spider spawners with a skeleton spawner or whatever right next to a stronghold with only, one eye of ender missing. And that's what you just start off with at the base layer. You get access to all of that through exploration. And then on top of that, you also have the all the different systems like the crafting system and all your armor tiers and weapon tiers, and then you have mods on top of that, and it's so fun and new every single time. Every single time I start a new Minecraft world, it's a novel experience. You know what I mean? So the goal for this episode was actually to build this keep. And the whole idea was that I find a village, full of villagers, build this keep. From there, I could build out infrastructure and defenses and stuff and sort of protect the village and build up an economy with the villagers and stuff. Except in the process of building this keep, funnily enough, all of the villagers have died except for one villager. So let's just listen to some music and finish out the rest of this episode, and I'll figure out the story in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy.